Gas explosion in Sabon Wuse, Tafa Local Government Area (LGA) of Niger State has destroyed several vehicles, shops and foodstuffs, leaving business owners counting their losses. The Director General of the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, Abdullahi Baba-Ara, confirmed the incident on Sunday, stating that while no lives were lost, the destruction was extensive. He added that the intensity of the blaze was visible from across the town, underscoring the gravity of the explosion. Authorities are yet to provide an official statement on the cause of the explosion or assesses the full extent of the damage. The incident occurred around 11 p.m. on Saturday when a tanker was offloading gas. The ensuing inferno raged for hours before firefighters arrived to contain the blaze. This explosion marks the first similar incident in the state within 3 weeks. Diko Gurara LGA, over 100 people lost their lives and properties worth millions were destroyed. This is actually a really sad scenario considering the situation of the economy at the moment in Nigeria, and also the fact that it has been a repeated an occurrence over and over situation that's been happening in Niger State. But I'd love to get your thoughts on this quickly, Barrister Mankey, please.
Well, it's a sad one.
Okay.
You know, before I came to the point wherein I described Nigeria as presently constituted a theater of absurdities, I have no, until things change, I will not stop using that adjective. Nigeria is a theater of absurdities. We joke too much here. Now, look at it. If you know number of businesses that have been shut down violently, it's painful. Fire service, which is an emergency unit globally, came hours after the incident started. Hours. And when we were talking about fire, you see how fire move. Hours. Another report I read said before they arrived, the deed has been done, completed, and dusted. In fact, if it was something that we would say, you know, using the principle of mob and demobbing, we would have said that they mobilized to site just as the terrorists normally operate. They arrive at the community, kill as much as they can kill, harvest those they want to harvest their organs, take those they want to take hostage, and leave before the security operatives will arrive. The same pattern. You know, there's a pattern. And when you see such pattern, you cannot but to trace to something. It's quite sad and very unfortunate that this is happening. Now, I will shock you. It's like saying, when we enter gas station, that's why I agree with Nelson Mandela when he said that the more informed you are, the less arrogant and aggressive you become. Knowledge humbles you.
True.
As much as you know, like that's why sometimes when I see people on the road, something happened and you see a grown-up fellow stretching hand like this and saying, "Waka." I tell people, don't disturb yourself. That person has shown you his or her content. And if you downplay it, you pay for it. You better take it serious. These signals you are seeing, they are the direction of Nigeria now. That's why, like I left my house this morning, I pray, may Nigeria, as presently constituted, never happen to me. That's my prayer on daily basis, because the system is so funny.
You actually started praying the same prayer for me.
Oh, I will as many. Do you understand it?
Yes.
There's one, as a calligrapher, I wrote a piece not too long ago that whoever is supporting the ongoing evil in Nigeria is evil. So, if you do not support the present evil...
Are you trying to say that this incident was man-made? Because
not necessarily. See, if there is a discreet investigation, you will realize that it was a carelessness on the part. Carelessness within the vicinity of the discharging. Perhaps you don't know how these things work. You know, when you get to gas station and you tell people, please off your phone. Well, most of the time it is the driver that is concentrating on the gauge, if his gauge is working. And as soon as I realize that the thing has entered red, any available gas station may drive in. Perhaps people are making call. For those who know, that's why I made that quotation on Nelson Mandela. Those who understand, You can't explain how it works. That they are putting fuel and you are making call. This electromagnetic wave that is passing, how it ignites fire, you can't explain, but you will be a victim. And people who don't understand, they should Google. Do you understand? Just say gas explosion as a result of naked frame or something. There are things you should not do within that vicinity. Making call or leaving phone on and his call is coming in. It's high risk. And I tell people, some people, you know, because of lack of knowledge, some people will say, nothing will happen. Do you know till now we are talking, some people answer call in a closet kitchen, that the gas cylinder is inside the kitchen, not outside. They make call, they take call. Like the story I was telling you here last time, I boarded the keke from Woji Junction. I was going down into Woji. We crossed the railway. I don't know what I was focusing on. Before I realized that the boy does not have any mirror. Both way. And I said, young man, how do you operate? He said, operate by the grace of God. That since January till then, nothing has happened. I told him, will you stop that nonsense? Is it God that will take care of this? What are we contributing the little money we are contributing to for? It's for our safety. What are people paying tax for? Look at all these people that have been violently sent out of the market. Do you know goods that went down there? And they are saying, thank God there's no human life lost. Do you know the number of lives that automatically are shut down by this carelessness? And you will always see that. See, this is just the end. There won't be any investigation. That is just the end. So you understand what can happen at the theater of absurdities. You see one thing happen, you will think, okay, like now, if you go back to history, you will realize that this Niger State is like a center of this kind of occurrence. Tanker, this, that, just in that same distance. Is it not something that they will say, okay, the fire service is not equipped? I say hours after the inferno started, that's when fire service arrived. The same, you know, this careless attitude they demonstrate when foreign terrorists are coming to kill Nigerians, indigenous population. It's quite sad and very unfortunate. And I say, as a mental shift coach, I tell people, until there is a shift on the mindset, nothing is going to change here.